Blast is a new L2 to Ethereum that's coming with a native yield and stablecoins. It's coming also from the creators of Blur, the NFT marketplace that really did an amazing job. So people are expecting great things from Blast as well. And in this video, I'm going to cover all the new projects that might be there on the mainnet launch, which should be within a week or so. So we're going to go through Big Bang competition. The winners were just announced, so I'm going to go through all the 47 projects that you can find on the list. Basically the Big Bang winners, 47 projects, and then there are different runners up, honorable mentions, all together over 100 projects that are mentioned here and are super interesting. Blast is doing really well. I mean, there's the total value locked on Blast is over $1.5 billion. I think it's around 1.7, 1.8. So actually, there's total, this is really massive, and this is one of the biggest launches when it comes to L2s. If you haven't launched yet, if you haven't tried it yet, because you can actually stake your ETH, and then the promise is that just bridging the ETH will get you native yield. You can use the invite codes that I have down below. It's still before the launch of the mainnet, so you still should be able to get some points if you bridge even the last minute. And also, you should definitely have a look at all the projects. So I have a Twitter thread with all the projects mentioned, but also we'll be going with the official list here. So this is about the Big Bang competition. There are 47 projects, just like I've mentioned, and basically most of them will be launching right away when the mainnet is about to launch. So mainnet, Blast mainnet goes live the week of February 26th, so the starting week, just the next week as of the time of recording this video, and some of the airdrop allocations will be revealed then and some not. So the winners are in a couple of categories. So basically those categories are spot dexes, so basically things like Uniswap that allows you to exchange and trade different tokens without taking on leverage. Then there are different perp dexes that allows you to trade with leverage and basically also trade perpetuals. There are a couple of projects in this category, a couple of lending protocols, of course, so that allows you to borrow and lend and basically get additional yield on whatever you have. So those are very interesting projects. Then you have Gamblify for different games and activities that you can do online. You have SocialFi, there's one project, Fantasy Gaming, basically, and then there's a different category of NFT/gaming that you have also a bunch of projects as well. Things like that allows you to either have, they are either NFTs or they allow you to launch your own NFT pretty easily. So also there are different games that are coming with NFTs inbuilt, and also projects like Wasabi, which is probably, you might know them. I did a separate video about them. They allow you to have options and trade NFTs with leverage, which is also very cool. NFT Perp, similarly, also did a video just about them. Perpetual futures for NFTs that allows you to trade NFTs with leverage, which is also cool. You have a miscellaneous category, and there's only one project here called Thunder, which is the on-chain brokerage designed to abstract away and aggregate all pre-existing chains, dexes, and asset classes. Users will be able to trade any asset across any chain dex with the same experience on trading on a centralized exchange. Then there are a couple of infrastructure projects, basically building different engines or trying to give you like a multi-sig wallet or some kind of an environment for DeFi, trading bots. So Banana Gun is coming. Banana Gun is well known on Ethereum. There's, for example, Redstone, Oracles, and a couple of other projects as well, which is really cool. So Voyager, Blast Native Block Explorer, so pretty cool. Then you have the list of runner-ups. I'm going to, of course, go with one by one through each of those projects, but then there you have a list of runner-ups. And you have also dexes, you have different lending protocols, Gamblify, SocialFi, more SocialFi projects here done in the main category, NFTs, of course, and miscellaneous and infrastructure. And again, you have also the same for honorable mention. So as you can see, there are many interesting projects coming along the way. This lineup is really great. Most of them will launch on on a mainnet launch date, so we probably will be dealing with around 100 projects, if not more, because probably there are other builders within the space that are building and are not on this list. So I'm super excited for Blast. I think that they're really doing a great job. Looking at Pac-Man, the founder of Blur, and what he did and his team did with Blur, and how they managed to grow and basically take the lead from OpenSea. I imagine they are very good at incentivizing users, so they already have the attention, they already have the TVL of almost $2 billion, which is massive. They already have the investors, so I would imagine that everything is in order to actually, if there's not any kind of, screw up the last moment, the blockchain stops to work or things like that, which doesn't, well, it's a blockchain space, so anything is possible. But basically it's an L2. They have a testnet that's running pretty well. You can already do different tests on the testnet. So if everything goes well, it seems like this is going to be a great launch, and we're going to have many projects on the start, from different DeFi projects, DEXs, to NFT collections, gaming, and so on, which is really exciting. So we'll be going to go through some of the projects. I wanted to see, especially different DEXs, some of the perps as well. Probably will go with a bunch of projects, and I'm also going to create a video about separate projects as well in the future. So if you're on the list, or if you're creating something when it comes to Blast, let me know. You can contact me on Twitter. I'm quite active there, so you can contact me on Twitter and basically let me know there what you're building. I think I'm going to go with spot DEXs first, and then basically go with a couple of other projects as well. And see where it goes. So when it comes to spot DEXs, you have basically this 5 entrants here: Ambient, Truster, Bebop, Mangrove, Ring Protocol. Bebop is especially that was already being built outside of Blast from the Wintermute team, which is pretty cool. So maybe I will start with them, going directly with Bebop and showing you what's happening here. So they started to build on Blast as well. You can go to the website and see what's happening, and basically that they can allow you for executing different trades, and if I remember correctly, you don't even have to have gas. They try to make it as gasless as possible, basically taking a small fee from whatever you have. They're the market maker, Wintermute, so they probably can allow you to have really deep liquidity along the way, which is really, really cool. And that coming to Blast is really a great idea. So that was Blast. We're going to go with the list as well. Truster is really interesting. They have different points that they will be launching, so you can already join Truster and try to get the points. I think they're live on the testnet, so you can already test them. Maybe getting an airdrop, because I don't know how the airdrops will work in the end with Blast, whether you will get any kind of airdrop for testing on a testnet, or whether it will be only for stakers and people that will use the mainnet. We're going to see that, but it's, if you have a little bit of time, you can go with Truster and test it on Truster and on testnet, and that's going to be pretty cool. We also have Ambient Finance here, which is a decentralized trading protocol. We're going to go with the website. Ambient basically allows you to trade. They are already on a couple of other chains as well. You can go with Scroll Canto, and they will be coming to Blast as well on the launch date. So as you can see, some of those teams are already experienced. They've been building for years, so it's not like they first project. We also have in this category Mangrove. That's been building also for quite some time. You have the exchange and with deep liquidity as well, and the Blasting is coming soon. You will have an order book as well, which is pretty cool. Then in the final entrant in this category is Ring Protocol. So Ring Protocol is pretty new. Testnet is live. You can try running that on testnet if you want to. And they have the first decentralized exchange with groundbreaking features, working seamlessly with Blast, supporting native yield. So again, I would definitely focus on exchanges, especially in the first moment, because first of all, you're probably going to have a lot of meme coins coming to Blast. Blast along the way. You're going to swap them. Many of those exchanges will probably have some kind of a token at some point. I think Truster already confirmed that. So if you look at the list here, Truster already confirmed that. I don't know about the others. Truster is, I think, the most Blast native here out of those projects, and probably also Ring Exchange, which is also pretty new. So they might at some point do an airdrop, and to qualify for airdrops like that, you usually have to use the DEX, and that's basically it. So when it comes to perp dexes, there are a couple of entrants in this this category. So we're going to start with 100x finance, and this is also pretty new projects, not launched on other chains, and basically you can find this sleek interface that you can use. So you're getting basically a centralized like exchange features, but everything being done on chain, and it's coming to Blast. And probably you're going to get 100x leverage that you can trade with. So that's pretty cool as well. So we're going to close that, and going back with other projects. We have Blitz. So again, we are going to have order book DEX is coming to Blast. You're going to be able to trade with spot and futures with blazing speed. We have Infinity pools. That's going to another decentralized exchange. They've been building since actually last year, and coming to Blast as well. We have Sin Futures, Blast Futures. I'm going to actually go with the text, because here in the text they also mention one of the most important things and what's really unique about the particular projects. So 100x is low latency DEX built for Blast, Blast Futures Exchange, fully integrated order book. Perpetual. So that's very interesting about perp dexes, that you will have those kind of order books and centralized exchange-like features, but available on chain. So Blitz, Binance and Blast. Blitz is self-custodial futures exchange, spot exchange, and money market with centralized exchange like level performance. Bloom, again, one-click gasless trades up to 50x leverage and loss rebates via rebasing yield. Interesting thing about that is that whenever you have this kind of new projects, and especially that when you have winners of this kind of competitions, they will be coming with a lot of incentives. So especially if you're a trader and if you trade perps, then it might make sense to actually jump on those exchanges, because you will have different rebates, you will have different points that will probably lead to airdrops, but also you will get rebates on getting trades. So that might be very interesting. So this is about the perps. You have also Sin Futures, Infinity pools that I've mentioned, and then we're coming into the lending protocols category. So lending protocols are what you would expect them to be. So for example, starting with Juice Finance, you will have different yields that you can use, and basically the game here is very easy. If you want to, for example, leverage whatever you're doing on chain, you can basically stake one asset, get and borrow other asset. They will have sometimes they will have native stable coins, sometimes they will have their own stable coins that they build. So there will be very interesting projects in this category as well. So we're going with Bloom, not a website yet. They are just starting, as you can see. You have so some of those projects will be Blast native, some are coming from other chains. So for example, Curvens is building since 2021, powered by Wormhole, and they are omni-chain and will be building more for Blast. So you have this list of different projects that are coming and are super interesting. So what I would do is basically go through a bunch of those projects and basically see what you like, what category you like, maybe focus on just one category, because probably you won't be able to cover everything, but then play around with the particular category. So for example, to have something totally different, Fantasy app is basically a trading card game where you get cards of different characters coming from crypto Twitter, but also from other places, and basically you are able to play decks. You play games with decks created from those cards. Really cool stuff. They are on the testnet. If you have an invite code, you can start using them. So they are already live on the testnet and probably will be there on the launch of the mainnet, which is cool as well. So we're coming to the NFTs gaming. As I've mentioned, some of those projects like Wasabi and NFT Perp are already working, and they are already working on other chains, especially Wasabi is super active. You can have a look at them, NFT Perp as well. So that's pretty cool stuff. And then you have some projects which will be more native to Blast. So for example, you have things like Blaze. Blaze is built on Blast, the L2 with native yield, and you'll be able to mint NFTs with no risk. So NFTs, but the floor price doesn't go under the mint price. Who's building this? We are. So this is pretty interesting. So they're going to have probably some kind of NFT marketplace and a place to mint NFTs with this cool option of having a refundable NFTs. Pretty cool stuff. I haven't seen that on the mainnet or any other chain, but I've seen a couple of collections which actually did that. You were able to refund your NFT to a certain extent. You will have also other projects like Blaster, again, refundable NFTs, Spacebar XYZ, on-chain playground for Degens. So going back into the description of the categories, you'll have NFTs. Also, you have games here. So for example, Blast Auto Club, not a game, it's a revolution in Web3 gaming. Join the club, assemble your crew and fill up with players. So basically this will be a game with NFTs inbuilt. So you have a mix of different games, NFT launchpads, but also NFT collections as well. And there will be more coming along the way. So you have things also like Cambria, which is a game you can play basically like RuneScape, but fully on chain, and you can basically already, I think, play that to a certain extent. They've been building since some time, and they're just coming to Blast, so which is really cool stuff. Again, as you can see, the list is massive. I could go on and on and on. This video would probably going to take literally hours to cover every single project. However, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll be coming to probably most of these projects one by one and just focusing on them or on single categories, because I think they are definitely worth attention, and the Blast as a whole is worth your attention because of the massive TVL of the founding team, of the investors that are on board, and probably the massive airdrop that will be coming to the users. So again, if you're not on Blast yet, it's not too late. You still have around a week to do it. I'm going to post the invite codes down below in the description, so you can use that to jump on Blast and start using that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel to know everything about Blast, and see you in the next video.